this castle of sand. We hear the rush in the wind. Yeah, we were closer than friends. I hope that
Hey guys, what is up? Happy Friday. Today is Friday and we are no longer in Lima. We are in the sunny fisherman town of Paracas. So today is this whole day expedition tour that I booked for Gio and myself. So essentially we hopped on the Peru hop buses, which is a super popular touristy thing to do here. But we're doing a day trip to Paracas where we're gonna take a little boat out to see some sea lions and whatnot. And then after that, taking the bus once again to Huacachina, which is the only desert oasis in South America. We're gonna be sand buggying, I think that's what it's called, or dune buggying, sandboarding, yeah. So super excited for that. I've been looking forward to this for the past couple months. So what you guys saw earlier were clips of us driving to Paracas, but now that we're here, we're just, using the restroom, whatever, getting some coffees, and then we're gonna head out onto the boat. So see you then. Crazy, but we took our motion sickness medicines, so it was fine. Honestly, it was not nearly as bad as what happened in Kauai. The boat to Kauai was actually insane. But let's get some freaking food. We are going to this restaurant right up there, so let's get it. Hola. First ever pisco sour.
It's sour.
Do you like it?
It's good, yeah.
Oh, wow. As you guys saw, I already ate because I am starving, but I got some form of fried fish. I can't remember the exact thing on the menu, but then there's yuca as well. Comes with this little tartar sauce. Okay, cool. What'd you get? It was arroz con...
It's arroz con mariscos.
What's marisco?
Clam, shellfish.
Yum. Okie dokie, we are officially in Huacachina. Like I told you guys, I've been looking forward to this for months now. We are literally surrounded by sand dunes It's so crazy. So we're on our way right now to meet up with the rest of the group to go on this whole like dune bugging, sandboarding expedition. So super excited. We're trying to find them right now because low-key we don't know where they are, but we'll make our way there. So let's get it. Let's get it.
That's so long. That's so long.
Oh God. That's terrifying. Yeah, let's go! Woo! Woo! Amor.
Yeah, so you gotta, give it some power at the end there.
Oh. Eso es el amor.
Y el espíritu, eso es el amor.
Eso es el amor. Ah.
There's more poems.
Oh, snap, crackle, pop. Guys, the camera's out of commission. Ever since yesterday, the camera is out of commission. So we are vlogging with the phone for now. I don't know if this will be in the vlog, but we'll kind of see where today goes. But basically, to translate these poems, the first one means, hold up, I want gills because I want to marry my girlfriend in the ocean, but I can't see her. Are you kidding me? Like, what? That's so beautifully written. I think this says the city doesn't have monuments for lovers. Wait, doesn't have or doesn't allow? Doesn't have monuments for lovers?
In cities, they don't make monuments of lovers.
Ah.
The conjunction of the flesh and the spirit, that's love.
That's love.
This will be my vengeance.
This will be my vengeance. The day.
That one day. Llegue a tus manos. This will arrive at your hand, or this will arrive at your hands from of a famous poet. And you'll read these lines that the author wrote for you, and you'll never know.
Are you kidding me? That is so fire. Like, these poems low-key make me sad, but they're so good.
Como dos remos. You on one side and me on the other, just like two oars, like on a boat.
Aww. All these locks on the skate. Parque de amor. Wow. Ma person. Smiley face. You like that?
Yeah, that was a good one.
And then Jazzy. Cha. How do you spell that?
CHIO.
Oh. Ciao.
With a tilde on the O. On the I.
Was this?
Yeah.
And then we were what? 0, 7, 2, 5, 16?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, you can literally see like the rust on these versus like newer ones like this or something, or this. Wow.
No, I can't get it around. Got it.
Wow! Then take the key.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, we did it!
Okay.
Woo! Wow, it's literally poems all over this place. And the views are insane. We are in Miraflores. So beautiful. Ew, toast. Wow. I just love these little like designs and whatnot. This is so green right here.
This is what it's all gonna look like.
Yeah. It's crazy because I usually don't really care for like parks and whatnot. And whenever I was doing my research, I was like, a park? Like, why would I go to a park? Like, we have parks everywhere, you know what I mean? There's just something about this park that's so beautiful. And I feel like the other parks that we've seen as well are just like so nice and like unique as well. They all have their different like things about them. And with this park being named the Park of Love, there's just a bunch of little like poems on these seats and whatnot, just like everywhere. And it's just so cute. Like, it really is such a vibe. And I don't know, it's a little bit like romantic or whatever. So we love it. We've just been walking around like trying to read all the poems, and thank God for Gio for knowing Spanish, because your girl is still learning, estoy aprendiendo. Not as walking in Molo Street and then all of a sudden seeing Huacapuciana. What? It literally like is in the middle of nowhere. Or not nowhere, in the city.
Actually.
Yeah, middle of everywhere. And then boom, you have these ruins like right in front of us. That is so crazy. Okay, so we've been sitting in line for what seems like forever now, but it's fine. It's so crazy because this restaurant, literal hole in the wall, was recommended to us yesterday when we were in Huacachina during the like Dune buggy tour. This one girl was like, you have to freaking try this place if you've seen Netflix's Street Food. It's in episode 4 of the like Lima series, I think, and a famous like Michelin star chef made this restaurant, and it's been so famous like ever since. So we are super excited to come in and eat it. It's literally in the middle of like, it's such a crazy street. So we're just sitting in line, and I can't wait to try this food because I've heard so many great things. Gracias. Ooh. Let's grab.
Churros?
I will try that first.
That's like what you want to
Just
just
pick up with my hand. It's crunchy. I'm excited for this rice. That's good. The next day was pretty chill. As you can see, chill the heck out and explore Barranco Day. We literally were just walking around. We were like, let's try to get some coffee. And we stumbled upon this hole in the wall, this coffee shop that kind of like triples as an art gallery, an indoor-outdoor coffee shop, as well as a bar. There was a lot going on here, but we just overall loved the ambiance of the coffee shop. There were so many people just working, and as you can see, there's just like local art that's displayed on the walls and whatnot. Super colorful mural outside as well. We just grabbed some coffee here and chilled out for a little bit. We didn't really do much aside from this, I don't think. So at night, we went to the Bridge of Sighs again, but we went underneath and explored a little bit more. And I did not realize that the nightlife here was gonna be so crazy because we stumbled upon like a bunch of cute stores, restaurants, art galleries and whatnot. So we went to Javier's, which is the restaurant that I'm walking up to right now. And guys, I told y'all from the time that we went to Mercado 28, I was obsessed with gausas. Gio had some lomo saltado pasta as well as a huge pisco sour. So that ends our night there. The next day we went to Barranco again, and I guess like if we were to look at it geographically, then we're above Javier's. So all that you can see down there is the strip that we were walking the night before. So this is just like me zooming into the bridge's size a little bit more, and you could just see how green it is. Like everything here around this area especially, and just Barranco as a whole, is just so colorful. I'm so glad that we stayed here instead of like Miraflores per se, because I don't know, I just like the casual vibe a lot more than all the industrial high rises and whatnot. So we met up with our food tour guide at Puna, which is this design studio slash art gallery slash shop that collaborates with artisans, artists, and designers that create and curate pieces with tradition in mind. The food tour started very shortly, so we tried a couple of Peruvian fruits, chocolates, infusions, just to kind of like start off the food tour. I just loved our food tour guide as well. There was a lot of education surrounding the history of Peru. We walked around 5-ish minutes to each destination. Our next place was a coffee shop where we got to try a Peruvian coffee. And then next up was ayahuasca. This place was so freaking crazy. There was a lot of history just behind this building as a whole. It is one of the oldest buildings in Barranco. It was bought, and then the owner actually tried ayahuasca before, so they hired an interior designer to renovate the space. She also tried ayahuasca 3 times. Each of these spaces have meaning, and it's crazy because it's like this bar but also this restaurant. So the chefs are actually making us lomo saltado again, and we ate it like right afterwards. So it was completely fresh, and it was just great to see kind of like behind the scenes before the restaurant even opened. The food was absolutely delicious, and we also had Inca Colas to pair with it as well. But after that, we went under the, I guess, like cellar portion. All of these rooms have different meanings and different themes and whatnot too. So as the interior designer tried ayahuasca, she saw herself in a mirror, and I don't know, it was something about like realizing that the work starts from within. So that's a whole mirror place. These couches represent the different ecosystems of Peru, from the coast, the highlands, the Amazon. Like, it's crazy. I forgot the meaning behind this wall, but like I said, every single space had its own meaning, which I thought was just so cool. After that, we had some time to kill, so we went to the Bridge of Sighs again, and there's this little like nook in the wall where there's this like super famous artist who had his designs splayed out. So we went there, and then one of the last spots that we went to was this restaurant to try ceviche. So the chef just like made ceviche right in front of us, prepared all the ingredients in front of us as well. And then we ended the night at a bar where the owner, who is like I think 2 or 3 generations in now, he was making us pisco sours right in front of us and just taught us how to make it. And I don't know, he was just amazing, such a joy to be around. So we had a lot of fun there, and then that's him drawing smiley faces for us. That kind of wraps up second to last day. This is our last day, so we went to Central. I booked reservations here I think like a month or 2 in advance, and it was the only slot left. This is the #2 restaurant in the entire freaking world, guys. This was literally a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Everything here was just so crazy, from the layout of the place, the garden outside, just to where we were sitting as a whole. I literally go through every single dish just to show you guys what we got, because the experience was so crazy as a whole. Like, the spoons were all different. They came in little rocks or little like platters and whatnot. Each dish was indicative of a different ecosystem in Peru, as well as different elevations as well. Like, they were telling us that a potato that was grown at the coast is a completely different potato that's grown like in the highlands or the Amazon. So each of these dishes were just made keeping that in mind, and I just don't think that my palate was refined enough to truly appreciate this experience, just because I'm like, I don't know, I expected to like be jumping out of my seat, you know. After talking to Gio, he was like, listen, the fact that they were able to take a piece of seaweed, like for this for example, and just make it into this, or just make different things into different things, is just like insane as a whole. So this dish in particular was just crazy, because like the presentation was, it's literally 2 potatoes that were cooked in a rock that also had clay in it. So I don't know, just thinking about that, I'm like, okay, I understand now. Like, just the way that they were making things is so crazy. Like, I had the non-alcoholic drinks, by the way, and Gio had the wine pairings. And so every single time they brought out one of our pairings, it was in a super cool glass and whatnot, right? And everything was just very meticulously thought out. This is ice. Like, they literally put different kinds of ice from, I think, the Amazon rainforest into that dish to create what it is. And that's, I think, some sort of chocolate. All of these dishes right here are made with that singular cacao bean. Literally, like every single part of that bean is used to make 6, 7, 8 different types of dessert. So they're just really focusing on sustainability and just using every single piece of the food that they're given, which I thought was really cool at the end of the day. So with that being said, experience was 10 out of 10. I absolutely loved everything here, and it's definitely an experience that I will never forget about. Yellow, it has been a hot minute since I have hopped on this camera at least. All of the clips that you guys have seen in the past like 3 or 4 days or so, literally since like last Friday, have been on my phone because my camera, the last clip that I caught on my camera was in Huacachina whenever we were at the sand dunes, and I slid down one of the dunes and I was like trying to record Gio going down, which I got the shot, you know, I got the shot, don't get me wrong. But my camera was covered in sand, and it took me literal days to like blow all of the sand out and like brush it all off, but it's still running. We are working just fine now. There might still be a little bit of sand. I think I might have to take it to a place back in Austin to get like this lens situation fixed, but other than that, we are smooth sailing. So last day, guys, last evening. I'm sitting outside on the balcony right now. It is beautiful. I have enjoyed this view so much, and just being able to like sit out here and chill. Gio and I did like a little yoga flow yesterday morning out here as well, and it's just so nice. We are going to be going to Inca Market and getting some souvenirs for our family and friends and whatnot, so that should be a good time. And then after that, we are booking it to the hotel, which is about an hour away. Yo, what's up guys? As you can see, I'm at the airport, so it is actually almost midnight right now. Our flight boards at midnight and we get back to Austin at around 10:30 in the morning. This was a crazy trip, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed. There was so much that was going on. My first big city trip in a very long time, I feel, and I left learning a lot about Peru's culture, the people here. Everybody was so amazing. I was able to brush up on my Spanish speaking skills a lot during this trip. Definitely will be continuing to learn Spanish back at home. I hope that you guys were able to enjoy this video. If you did, give this video a like, and if you haven't already, then subscribe for more videos coming so soon. Follow me over on Instagram and TikTok at TracyBFit. I'll put it somewhere on the screen, but until then, I will talk to you guys later. So adios.